What a headline. Hester Peirce is rumored to be a possible replacement for Gary Gensler. The question on your mind, if you're just hearing this, same as mine when I first saw it, what's going on here? Is it true? I want to frame this video to explain what I think is happening here. It's pretty clear, but the headlines are strong. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce being considered to replace Gary Gensler as the head of the regulation agency. Ivan on tech over here. Hester is the biggest supporter of crypto within the SEC. This is going to be the most bullish event ever for crypto. I'll say this. This could be an insanely bullish event for crypto if it were to happen. But that's the thing. If it were to happen, what is this headline stemming from? That's what I want to explore in this video, because oftentimes we see this space, especially on crypto Twitter or crypto X, just start running with a headline, right? But there's no context what's going on. So let's talk about it. First off, Hester Peirce, if you don't know, was a Republican appointed by former President Donald Trump. Peirce has won the nickname of Crypto Mom. She's the Crypto Mom for her outspoken and unwavering support of the industry. So here's the headline. I want to break it down, and we're going to talk about exactly kind of where it's coming from, where it's stemming from. Former SEC Attorney John Reed Stark says SEC will not approve a Bitcoin spot ETF. This was kind of yesterday. And we're going to look at this thread, and we're going to see why Hester Peirce was brought up, in what context. The attorney says a Republican administration after 2024 would be friendlier to ETF applications and roll back enforcement actions. Before we talk about this thread and look exactly what this news is all about, I just want to show you Bitcoin zoomed out from a cycle perspective. No matter what happens anyway, we're waiting through this red accumulation phase. We've been here in previous cycles before this next Bitcoin halving. We're waiting anyway before this next bull market to start post Bitcoin halving. And this is what it's done previously, right? Post Bitcoin halvings, we get the bull market. So, ironically, the timing of this next election, right after that next Bitcoin halving, could coincide with the start of the next bull market. And now we start pivoting into this headline, Gary Gensler being replaced by the Crypto Mom. So here we go. The United States Securities Regulator could completely U-turn its approach on crypto enforcement, depending on a key election in the United States in 2024, according to former SEC official John Reed Stark. In an August 13th tweet, the former SEC Office of Internet Enforcement Chief predicted that a Republican president could drastically shift the crypto regulatory tide. Let me know in the comments below if you think the tide would shift if we get a Republican president. That is to say, do you think the Republicans are more pro-crypto than the Democrats? Sitting here covering crypto for years, over the years, it has been pretty clear that that is the case, especially most recently in the last year. Should a Republican be elected president, according to Stark, Gensler would likely be replaced by Peirce, often referred to as Crypto Mom. We go over here to the thread, and this is his thread on will the SEC approve any of the recent Bitcoin spot ETF applications. Scroll down. Here it is. If a Republican is elected U.S. president in 2024. So from the way that I see it, it's not like right now they're sitting there and the administration is like, hey, let's consider that we're going to replace Gary Gensler right now with Hester Peirce. Let's consider this. This could be a possibility. The administration's not doing that. They're not going to get rid of Gary Gensler and what he's doing right now. This news and this headline is coming from this. A speculative presidential 2024 Republican winning. Given the partisan divide that has evolved regarding crypto, especially at the SEC, my take is that should a Republican get elected U.S. president in 2024, the slate of Republicans appointed to the SEC will likely, couple points, shifting efforts away from charging pure registration violations. So basically what Gary's been doing, regulation through enforcement. Number two, become far more receptive to approving a Bitcoin spot ETF and far more likely to take other significant crypto-friendly regulation actions. And here we go. Enter Hester Peirce. Hester Peirce as SEC chair, right? So this is what's breaking it down. Should a Republican get elected president, Chair Gensler would likely resign, and the senior Republican appointed SEC commissioner, in this case, famed crypto mom Hester Peirce, would possibly become acting chair. Unless I'm missing something as I record this video, I believe that this is where these headlines are coming from. And that is to say, once again, the administration is not just straight up sitting there and they're like, hey, let's consider getting rid of Chair Gensler right now. Maybe they are. Maybe BlackRock is as powerful as many believe it to be, and there are strings being pulled. Maybe some of the Democrats want to get rid of Gary. I don't know, but I believe this headline is stemming from this thread by John Reed Stark, and that's just the way that I see it. Regardless, this is something I tweeted back in March. Vote them out. This is from the economic report of the president. If you want to get a sense of the administration and their thoughts on crypto, check out these two quotes. Cryptocurrencies generally do not perform all the functions of money as effectively as sovereign money, such as the US dollar. So basically saying fiat far outweighs and is far better than crypto. Crypto assets can be harmful to consumers and investors. The way that I see it as a crypto consumer and investor is the most harm that's been done to me, as many of you might agree, is this administration, is Gary Gensler, is what he's been doing. That's the most harm that's been done to me personally as an investor. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments below, but that's just me. Again, this was from June. Firing Gary Gensler sounds nice, or even replacing him sounds nice. It is bullish. But removing just one puppet from the show doesn't solve the main problem. The puppet master must also be removed. Vote them out. Because, once again, there's an anti-crypto army deeply embedded within the government, within this administration, and we have to vote them out. It really does come down to the 2024 election. Look at the timing of the 2024 election. Crazy. Post-halving, right when a bull market historically is kind of just getting underway after these halvings, look where this election is. So this is going to be a big deal, something to consider very strongly over the coming months, right? As we kind of hover through this accumulation phase, there's going to be volatility. Could be downside, could be upside. That's not really the point. What the point is, though, the election coming out, there is a strong reason to pay attention to what is going on within this country and within these elections and vote them out. So everybody, those are my thoughts on this news. Let me know what you think about this. Hester Peirce rumored to be a possible replacement for Gary Gensler. I guess that's true, right? In the case that we get a Republican administration in 2024. I appreciate you cruising by. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe, bringing you that crypto news, that analysis, and I really just genuinely appreciate your support. And I cannot say that enough. If you're here right now through this crypto winter, I appreciate you, especially if you're still watching this video. Hit that like button. See you in the next video. God bless.